Hi, my name is Katie Stingle, and this is my All About Me historical timeline. I was born and raised in Lakeland, Florida. I have attended Highland Park Nazarene Church ever since I can remember. I have one brother and two dogs. My two dogs are a Shih Tzu and a Maltipoo, Tucker and Chloe. I have a small family, but we're all close and we try to spend as much time together as possible, whether that's even just hanging on the couch after work or spending time together on the weekends. I didn't do any sports growing up, but I did do cheerleading. I started that about when I was about 5 years old, and I did it through high school as well. I enjoy going to the farmers market here in Lakeland. That's on Saturday mornings. It's in downtown Lakeland, and I like walking the lake and even going to Disney. I've had a Disney pass for about 3 years now, and even though I don't have any children, I still enjoy going there and having fun and riding rides. My favorite place to spend the weekends is in Anna Maria. I go down there quite often, whether it's for day trips, weekend trips, or it's a couple times throughout the year that we go down for a week or two at a time. And my favorite type of food is Mexican food. So my first event I chose was the World Trade Center bombing that took place in February 26, 1993. It was a terrorist attack that was carried out with a truck bomb that detonated below the North Tower. Um, it was it came from Islamic fundamentalists, and while there were 1,042 non-fatal injuries, there were 6 deaths. On April 20th, 1999, the Columbine High School massacre was a school shooting that occurred at Columbine High School in Littleton, Colorado. Two of the high school seniors arrived at the school in the morning armed with firearms and bombs. Their original plan was to place two propane bombs in the school's cafeteria and detonate them, but when the bombs failed to go off, they started going around the school shooting at students and teachers, and which resulted in killing 12 students, one teacher, and injuring many, many more. September 11, 2001, 19 activists tied to the Islamic extremist group Al Qaeda. They hijacked four airliners and carried out suicide attacks. This is probably the most well-known terrorist attack in the United States. Two planes were flown into the World Trade Center, and a third plane flown into the Pentagon, and the fourth plane crashed in a field in Pennsylvania. Over 3,000 people were killed during the attacks, including more than 400 police officers and firefighters. I can remember this day like it was yesterday, even though I was young and I was in elementary school. I remember being at school and all the parents started checking out students, and my parents came and checked me out of school because they were worried about more attacks happening, and I remember coming home and watching it on TV and being scared. October 23rd, 2001, Apple releases the first iPod. Nearly 390 million units were sold. I remember this too because I remember getting an iPod and being so excited when I opened it up on Christmas Day. It was like the number one gift to get that year. August 29th, 2005, Hurricane Katrina makes landfall in the United States as a Category 3 hurricane. While the storm itself didn't cause too much damage, the aftermath was catastrophic. When the hurricane hit New Orleans, nearly 80% of the city was underwater. People were left without a home or shelter, and the Coast Guard rescued around 34,000 people from New Orleans alone. And it killed nearly 2,000 people. Most of the deaths and everything came from flooding from the hurricane. February 4th, 2004, Facebook is launched for the very first time. Facebook was created by Mark Zuckerberg, who is currently a Harvard sophomore, and today there are more than 1.86 billion users. I know I use Facebook. Pretty much everyone I know has a Facebook. It's pretty common. May 27th, 2017, about 2 weeks ago, I got engaged to my dream guy, surrounded by my family and friends in Anna Maria. We take a trip to Anna Maria every Memorial Day and stay down there for a week, and this year I got engaged, so I'm very excited to start wedding planning. May 24th, 2011, I start my first job at Small Wonders Preschool in Lakeland. Small Wonders Preschool is a Christian preschool located in Highland at Highland Park Nazarene Church. I worked in the nursery as well as the toddler room. It was my favorite job and my job that led me to decide that I wanted to be a teacher. January 23rd, 2016, I buy my first car, a red Mercedes C250. And while my parents bought me a car in high school, this was my first car that I bought on my own. January 6th, 2017, I traveled to New York City for 4 days. We spent all 4 days exploring the city and being tourists. We went ice skating, we went to Trump Tower, went to the Empire State Building, and it snowed the entire time we were there, so it was pretty awesome. July 24th, 2015, I take the Key West Express down to Key West for my brother's birthday. This is actually a really cool boat to take down there. I think it's more fun than driving because you're actually on the water and you can walk around the boat the entire time. We rode it down there early in the morning on, I want to say Friday morning, and then we came back on Sunday night. Well, thank you for listening to my presentation.